Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games All the Time. My name is Joachim, as usual, and today we'll be playing CFR, the second lap in the championship, the second stage in the championship. You see the board behind me, and probably, I don't know if I cut it out or not. Anyway, we're playing Monte Carlo today, which will be a whole different experience normally than the last one. A lot more corners, one long straight. But aside from that, it's a lot of twists and turns. So let's see what happens. On the screen, you can see the current standings. So you also know what the race result was of the first one. And we're also going to, well, first of all, we're going to start with checking the pole positions. Well, just the positions, see how we start. And before that, I'm going to give Gilles Villeneuve a deck because he doesn't have one. Poof, there you go. Now he has a deck. All right, so like I said, we're going to do pole, but I'm going to do it first, and then we'll see what they do. Last time I bid 4, and that ended up being way too expensive. Because, as you know, I start with 20 start speed, which is super slow. But then again, Raikkonen, Graham Hill have the same, Gilles Villeneuve as well. So it's only Alonso and Fittipaldi who go faster. Yeah, this is a very squeaky chair. Maybe I'll switch it out. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with offering a pole. Like, skill is only half a point and wear is a full point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to offer 2. I'm going to offer 2 skills and 1 wear. So that adds up to a value of 2. So at the moment that puts me in pole position with 2, but we'll see if it will stay that way. Okay. Okay, next will be, let's start from the top left here, Kimi Raikkonen, and it says he rolls the dice, and if it is 1 to 5, he does nothing. If it is 6 to 1, he spends 1 wear. Oh, sorry, just rolls 1 die, I'm sorry. So 1, he does nothing. So at the moment, he's in last position. So that would be hup, 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 will be here. All right, then we have Graham Hill. He also rolls 1 die, and we'll see what happens. 1 only, so also 0. So he'll also start at the back for now. They're going to have to roll to see who actually starts farther along. Fernando Alonso rolls 1s as well. Oh, this is with all these 1s. Also 0. They all spend nothing. I've already overspent. That's what that means. Villeneuve, he also rolls a die. 3, which means he spends 1 skill token. So at the moment he is second with 1 skill token, and then we have Fittipaldi who also rolls a die. 4, he spends 1 wear, which basically is 1, so that means he will start in second position, which is pretty good for Fittipaldi because he actually starts pretty fast. He has 60, right? Okay, and then is these 3 people who will decide who becomes last, and so on and so on. So this can actually already all be paid because this will not change. Okay, so now let's roll for these 3 who are in the back. And actually that's a mistake I made in the first game. When they are tied, you have to roll and lowest goes first. But rolling any 6s will not explore their pole bids anymore because you're just rolling to break ties. You're not rolling for the actual pole bid. They've already done that. Their bid is 0. Now we're just seeing who gets to go earlier. So let's do Raikkonen first. So Raikkonen has 7. All right, just as a reminder, I'll put a 7 here next to him. And then we have Graham Hill, who also has 7. What is it with these 7? Why do I keep rolling the same numbers? Like 1, 1, 1, 1, 7, 7. And then now Alonso, 6. Okay, so Alonso for sure will go here. And then we roll Raikkonen again. 7, of course. And Graham Hill, 9. So Graham Hill will start last, like that. Okay. Hup, That's correct, right? Okay, that looks good. All right, and then we start the deciding strategies. Me first, because I have pole position, because once again I overpaid. I paid 2, while the next person had 1. All right, so we're gonna immediately be going into a turn. So I'm gonna go 20. He is gonna go 60. So he's definitely gonna be in front of me already, which is annoying. I can't go faster than 20. And then Villeneuve is 20. Alonso is 100. So it's gonna be packed there immediately. Yeah, these two are 20 as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll for my start speed and see what happens, because I think Alonso also has like a starting rule that he has plus 40. Yeah, always push a start speed plus 40 for free. So he's gonna go 140 start speed actually. So I'm gonna try to go 40, which means I'm gonna immediately roll to increase my start speed. And to increase my start speed, I have to roll 8 or lower. I've been rolling a lot of 7s, but this would be very cliche if I fail now. So let's just see. I have to go first anyway. I'll spend 1 token. Actually, no. You know what? I'm too scared. I wasn't scared the first race, but I am scared now. I'm just gonna save my token. I'm not gonna push. I'm just gonna do 20. So I will go like this, in the hope that I can get there. So then it is Fittipaldi. He is going to roll, even though it doesn't really matter. It does matter a little bit. So 7. So Fittipaldi is blue. He's over here. So 7. He doesn't do anything special for his start speed, so it stays the same, which is 60. That's 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, he already went past me. I could have blocked him had I done my start speed, but yeah, whatever. So then we have green. That is Villeneuve. So Villeneuve has to roll for his tactic. That is 7. So he will use a skill token to increase his start speed. So his start speed is 20, so that becomes 40. So 1, 2. Normally, these guys would stick to the side, but then it's kind of illogical, because they want to get to the best line, right? So they should all go to the left instead of to the right. I guess I could put him here, so he can still move like that. Although it doesn't make sense, because if they're next to each other, then this guy would go first. So yeah, I'll put him here anyway. So then it is Alonso who has to roll as well. Purple. That is 8. So he's here. He already pushes for free, so he already has 140. And I forgot to change Fittipaldi, who is going 60. And also Villeneuve, who is going 40. And then it is, of course, him, Alonso. He goes 140. But I mean, I don't know if it's that good for him to go 140. He might have to immediately brake, because 140 is 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then he's going 140, which is way too fast. He potentially, if he goes 60 here, he could spend 2 wear to go 100. He spent 2 wear to go 100, but it's still way too fast. So I think instead of going 140, because that would really cause him problems. So he's going 140 now. Even if I guess he could late brake, and that would make him stop there, because he was going 7, right? So he was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he late brakes down to 120 for a wear token. I'm pretty sure that's the late braking. Yeah. So then he'd go down to 6 and he'd be going 120. And then at the start of his next turn, he could decelerate down to whatever he wants to do and then do like this. So basically he just took the lead immediately, which was predictable. Raikkonen, he rolls, he gets an 8. He does nothing special for his start speed, so that's just 20, right? Yep, so he goes here. So 20 for Raikkonen. And then we have yellow, so that is Graham Hill. He has 20. He rolls 4, and doesn't change anything for him, so also just 1 spot that he goes forward. All right, so that is the result of the first lap. Just like the first race, the first move, just like the first race, these two immediately jumped forward, but that was, as I said, to be expected. So what am I going to do? You can go through here. 60 would still be free, so you can go through here at 100 by spending 2 wear tokens. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 100 and hope that there won't be traffic, because that's the biggest question there, actually. So, okay, then first of all we have Alonso. At the moment he's going 120, and his strategy, where is it, is he's going to spend 3. Well, you have to check to the side, right? So there's no 3 available. There's 2 available, which means he's going to go 100, which means he decelerates down to 100, which is free for him because his deceleration is 60, right? So he's going to move 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5, let's say, because he wants to like this, right? So that's Alonso done. And because we passed the corner here, he is going to have to re-roll his strategy later on. Then we have Fittipaldi, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And Fittipaldi is looking for stars that are not there. So he's just going to go 60. So he's actually maintaining the pace. So 1, 2, and 3. Which means I might have to try to pass him if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then passing, it's going to be tricky as well. Okay, so because he's on a racing line, I can't go through him. I can't pass on a racing line. So I have to go to the outside, actually, instead of the inside. The inside is not possible unless I late brake. But then I'm going to slow down, which I don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I can do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go like this, 5. Yeah, because I'm not on a racing line, so I can just freely change lanes. So that's fine. So I basically went 100, so I had to pay 2 wear to go through that corner like that. And I'm going fast, so I'll go first before that. All right, so that's done. Then also Fittipaldi is going to have to reroll. Then we have Gilles Villeneuve. At the moment he's going 40, but he is trying to do 3, which is not an option. He does 2, which is an option, which is 100. So he's going to increase to 100. Acceleration allows that, so that's no problem. 100 for Villeneuve. So he's going to move 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. But he has the same problem as I did. So he's going to have to go to the outside. 4, 5. So he spends 2 wear. He's willing to do that. Okay. Then we have Raikkonen, who is red. So he is willing to spend absolutely nothing. So he's going to do 60 plus D. So it is 140, but at the moment he is going 20. He can only go a maximum of 100 by pushing it. So, but he can go 120 actually, because he can spend 1 skill token. He has no skill tokens. No, never mind. He'll just go 100. So 100 for Raikkonen. So 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have, by the way, Villeneuve is going to have to roll. And then we have, Graham Hill. He's here. He's going 100. Oh, I didn't change his speed, but I was going 20 anyway. So he was going 20. And his tactic is to do absolutely nothing as well. So he'll just do 80 plus D as well, which is 160, but has the same thing as Raikkonen. And his tactic says he's not allowed to increase his top speed or his acceleration. So he just goes 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's behind him now. All right. So then we move on. What am I going to do? I just came out of the corner. There's another 80 here. So technically I could go a little bit faster. I could go 120. 120 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could actually go faster and go 140 if I want to. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'd probably be better. And then next turn I would simply slow down and then spend wear to get through. So yeah, I'm gonna go 140 to try to stop Alonso from leaving. Yep. All right, so first of all, it is Alonso. He has to re-roll his strategy, and his strategy might change if it says in or past the second corner, but this is the first corner, this is the second corner, so we're not there yet. So he has 4, which means he's going to do double star, not available. 1 available, he's going to go 100, which he was already going. So he just stay the pace. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with 100, he spends 1 wear here. There we go. It's okay, Alonso, spend as much wear as you want. The more wear you spend, the happier I am. All right, then it's me, because I'm on the side of the lines here. So 140, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's fine. So 140, yeah, I'm gonna have to, yeah, decelerate, should be fine. All right, then it is Fittipaldi who has to roll as well. He rolls a 6. And 6 means he's going for 1 star or double star, but they're both not available. So he'll just do the basic, which is 80 plus D. And for him, that is 160. But he's going 60 plus 80 is 140. He can spend skill tokens, which he doesn't have. So just 140 as well. But that will mean that he will be next to me and not in the perfect roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he has to get off the line. 7. Okay. I could, of course, also slow. I think I'll just lower him to 120 because it makes no sense that he wants to get off the line. Apparently, I need a drink. Then it's Jacques Villeneuve. So for green. So he has 6, which means that he will do this. Which way is he checking? I guess he's checking this side. So he's going to do triple, no, double, yes. He's going to do 120 plus D. So 120 plus D is 180. He's going 100. He can go 160. And he can spend a skill token to go 180, but 180 would have him go 8 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would make no sense. So I think he will not do 180. I think he'll just do 140 because otherwise he will go way too fast in the corner as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually just 120. Yeah. Because 180 would have him 120, right? 40, 60, and then he would have to slow down 100 miles per hour, which is not possible. So we'll just do it like this. And have him join the train, basically. All right. Then, and Alonso, because he's in the corner already, he's going to have to roll again when it's his turn. But I did already. So here we have Raikkonen. And he just goes along with the show. So he just slows down to 60. So 60, which means he will move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, that gets him to the corner. and then he will have to roll. Then we have Fittipaldi. Sorry, not Fittipaldi. We have Graham Hill, who will do the exact same thing. He will also go 60. Those two are buddies. They're staying together. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then is the next round again. So I'm going 140 at the moment. That would be 1. But here it's 60. Well, 40, 60, 80, depending on how you go through there. But then the fastest you could go is 100 because of the 60. You can go faster, but then it gets really tricky. So 100 would be 5. 80 would be 4. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the shortest amount of distance that you want to do. 100 would make this very difficult, and then you have to go to the side. So I think I'm just gonna slow down to 80. I have 60 deceleration, so it's no problem for me. I'm just gonna slow down to 80 and see what happens. So 80. All right, so Alonso has to roll again, and he is in the second corner, so he's gonna move on to the second strategy. So he has 9. All right, so he's in the corner already, so he has to maintain speed. Actually, he can't change his speed whatsoever, so he stays on 100. So that is 5. 1, 2. Is he willing to? He can decelerate by spending wear. So 100 is obviously too fast, right? He's here. So he's gonna do 1, 2. 100 is too fast, so he's gonna spend 1 wear to go down to 80. All right, so go down to 80. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then he'll spend 2 wear to get through it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because the strategy he chose most likely would have made him do that anyway. So that's 2. Done. And then it's me. So move 4 spaces. But of course, guess who's in the way? Yep, Alonso. So 1, 2, 3. And then I guess I'll just spend 1 wear to get into the 60 spot. Okay, so I'm going 80 in the 60 corner. And then it is Fittipaldi, and Alonso's going to roll again. And then it's Fittipaldi, who is blue. Oh, it doesn't have to roll, I'm sorry. He just has to do what it says. At the moment, he is going 120. Now, 120, and his tactic says that he has 1 star or 2 star. 1 star is 80. So he's going to slow down to 80, which he can. Up, so 80, that means 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's staying behind us. Then it is, and he's going to have to re-roll. Then it is Villeneuve, who has to roll, apparently, since last time. So 9. Oh, I made a mistake. I actually accidentally moved the wrong counter for Alonso instead of Villeneuve. So I'm changing Villeneuve now. So yeah. Anyway, in the end, it doesn't matter with the movement. The movement was correct, so it's fine until there anyway. Okay, so Villeneuve, he's there. He is going to do double star, which is 60 plus D, but cannot be higher than 100. So he's just going to go 100. So there we go. And move 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But then he's going to bump, so he's going to go here, 5. Because he can go either way. Actually, it should have been like this then, because he would have gone here closest to the edge. So 5, he went through a 5 space here, had to pay 1 wear, Villeneuve. I guess he would have, No, it's correct. It's correct. Okay. He pays 1 wear. Okay. Then we have, and we will have to roll as well. Same with, well, basically everybody has to roll. Then we have red. So that is Raikkonen. He rolls an 8. So he's going to basically stay chill for a long time because his strategy only changes halfway the race. So basically, when we're 1.5 laps in, then he's going to change the race, change his strategy. Okay, so he's just going to go standard, which is 80 plus D, and 80 plus D for him is 160. But at the moment he's going 60, he can only go up 80, so he's going to go 140. Which is 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it is, of course, oops. Oh, but, okay, I did make a mistake. Alonso here, he wasn't supposed to maintain his same speed because he's also on the spot that goes out of the corner. So he could have actually checked it. So in that case, would that have made a difference for him? Because he was going, let me check. He was going like that. So he would have gone 80, which he's doing now. It doesn't make a difference at all. Never mind. Okay, 9 for Graham Hill. So he will now go for 1 star if it's available, but it is not. So he is just going to go 80 plus D as well. So that is 160 for him as well, plus 80 is 140. And like I said, he doesn't spend anything. So 140. So 7 spaces as well. Same thing as his buddy Raikkonen. So he just goes here. All right. And we will also re-roll. So what am I going to do? I'm stuck. I'm next to him. He's going to go first for sure. And getting around him is difficult. And this is going really slowly. So if I go through here, I can go 80. But if I don't go there, I have to go 60. And it's spending a ton of wear. So I can stay my current speed and hope that he will be gone far enough. At the moment he's going 80. So he's probably going to go 80 again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for me it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I'm going to stick with 80. I'm not doing anything. Okay, Alonso. Let's see what he's going to do. Pass the first corner, yes. So 3. Okay. If there's an exclamation mark, but there is not. Actually, there is, right? It's here. So it is correct. There's an exclamation mark. So he's going to go 20 faster. Normally, he would go 60. Seems like. No, normally he would not. He would just go 60, yeah. But with an exclamation mark, he goes 80. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And because he goes 80, he has to spend 2 wear. But it doesn't really say that he's willing to spend wear, though. Yeah, that's the tricky part. It doesn't say that he's willing to spend wear. So, but the exclamation mark is with a double one. But he is going for a double one. Yeah, so he does spend 2 wear, yeah. Never mind. All right, so he's out there. He's going to be rolling again after that. But he did exactly what I wanted him to do. I'm also going to spend 2 wear, which puts me on 15 wear. And Alonso still has... Well, he still has 18 wear. Oh my goodness, he has way more wear than me. So maybe I should stop spending so much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm chasing him, but wear-wise... He has a much better chance of defeating me this race for sure, because I'm spending too much. I need to really tone it down, because he has, like I said, 18. He has 3 more than me, and he has a bunch of skill tokens too. So anyway, Fittipaldi at the moment, he has to reroll again for blue, so that's 5. He is now 1 turn behind the leader, so he changes his tactic. So he has 5, and he has to check C. So C is that mentioned in the corners, right? So if his wear is higher than C, and we're talking about Fittipaldi, so his wear is pretty high, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's definitely higher than C. So he's gonna go triple if possible, but that's not possible. He'll go double star. So he's gonna go 60 with an exclamation mark, which means he's gonna get plus 20 as well. So he's gonna go 80, stay the pace, but spend 2 wear. So 1, 2, 3. But then he's not gonna do that. So I guess he's just gonna spend 1 wear and go 60. Otherwise he crashes into me, which is pointless. So he just goes 60 then. And of course, reroll again. And then we have Villeneuve, who goes 11. So he's also going to do 1 star, which is just 60 for him. But that 60 will put him next to Fittipaldi. This is 1, 2, but he can't continue. So 3. And for that, he's spending 1 wear. He was going to spend more, but he's just gonna bump. But I guess it would make more sense that he just doesn't do that then. Why would you spend more to go around? Yeah, so he's just gonna do this, and he's gonna go 40. Okay, then we have red. So once again, Raikkonen is just staying the pace. So he's gonna go on the line. So he's 80. So he's powers down to 80. Which is basically going to the corner for free. 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, but then 4 here. So he's gonna spend 2 wear to get into the cheapest corner. Well, actually, no, he's not, because he's not supposed to. According to his thing, he's not. So he's going here on the outside. And then it is Graham Hill, who doesn't have to roll. He'll just keep going. Line 80. So he also powers down to 80, which is 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Then we have the new round, and of course basically everybody rerolls again, because everybody has been in or out a corner. Okay, first of all, I have to decide what I'm going to do. I want to go as fast as possible, or I go out of the corner slowly and I get out fast. Now Alonso, he only has acceleration of 40 and a max speed of 160. I have acceleration of 60 and 180, so this is basically a spot where I can get him. Now if I keep going 80, I can spend 2 wear and then try to just outpace him, which is what I'm going to do. I know I'm spending wear. I know I was not going to spend wear, but I think it's worth it to make sure I pass him here. And then he can pass me again by spending wear. That's fine. I just feel like I need to get maximum space here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, that would be 80. And then 60 would get me to 140. But I could boost it to 160. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 160 would be way too fast for here, because I can only go 120. But I can still go 160 and then pay wear here to slow down. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now, sticking with the plan, because if I go down to 60, it's just 1, 2, 3. And I'm afraid he's going to be far gone by then. But then he might spend wear to go through it. You know what? I'm going to go 60. I'm going to go 60. I'm going to go 60. It's the first lap. I don't have to go crazy. Just 60. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Fernando Alonso, he's going to roll. Let's see what he's going to do. What are you going to do, Fernando? Okay, so 7. He is going to do 1 star or 2 star, and that is nothing, is it? Because we check here, so it is just 60, I guess, or 40 base. He's just going to go 40 base. So 40 base. So he's just going to move 2 spaces. So basically going to go in and out. In and out. So without spending any wear, which is annoying. Now I can do 60 and be 1, 2, 3, or I can do 60 and do 1, 2, 3, and then I'll most likely go faster than him if I spend wear. The question is, do I want to go faster? Because if I only go 1 space faster than him, he'll be able to use my slipstream, and unless of course I move away from him somehow. I don't want to spend wear. I was not going to spend wear, so no. 1, 2, 3. And come out of the corner. Then it's Fittipaldi. He is inside the corner, but he's coming out of the corner, so he can go as fast as he wants. So Fittipaldi has to roll. So 9. He is still 1 turn behind the leader. So he's got to re-roll again because he's only 1 turn behind. So it's 3. He's just going to do 1 star, but there's no 1 star available. So he's just going to go 40, basically. Oh no, it's supposed to look here. So 1 star is 80. So Fittipaldi goes 80. So 4 spaces. And he's willing to spend 1 wear. So 1, 2, 3. And then he bumps up to me. So I guess he'll just go 60. But if he's still willing to spend 1 wear, I guess he'll be here then. So Fittipaldi spends 1 wear. Next. And of course, Fittipaldi will roll again. And also Alonso will roll again. Villeneuve. He is right in front of the corner. Has to roll. So he has 7. And past the second corner, yes. So 2 star or 1. It'll just be 1 on the line. So he's going to go 60 and spend 1 wear. So Villeneuve spends 1 wear and goes 3 spots. So 1, 2, and 3. So he's already down to 10 wear. So at one point, most likely he's going to power down. Then it's Raikkonen, who's on the outside there, going 80, but he has to roll, which is 8. Stays the same, just goes regular speed, but he's in the corner. So he just maintains his speed. Well, I guess he decelerates by spending a skill token, but he doesn't have that. So he has to roll, I guess, because he's not spending a token to go through here. Well, I guess, why is this here then? I guess this means that you can still adjust your speed here, which in this case means he's going to slow down to 40. It's not explained, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Otherwise, they wouldn't put the numbers there. So it slows down to 40. I don't know, it has to do with here, no? Yeah, it has to do with here, not this spot. Not this spot. So I think he will naturally slow down to 60 to be able to get through the corner. That makes more sense. So 3 spots. Because he has deceleration enough anyway. So it is 1. And then I guess just 2. It'll be 1, 2 to go to 40. Because he cannot spend anywhere. He's not supposed to spend anywhere. So I think that's the only thing that he can do without spending anywhere. And then it is Graham Hill, who will also do absolutely nothing. He will go 60. And he has to go around. So Graham Hill is here, 3. So 1, 2, 3. which basically allows him to not spend anything. Okay, cool. And both of them, of course, will also roll. What am I going to do? I'm going to crank it up, of course. I'm going to accelerate like crazy, which will put me up to 120. But then I am going to increase my top speed for 140. I'm going to use one of my skill tokens to do that. We'll see. Hopefully I roll well. But first it's Alonso, who comes out of the corner and rolls a 9. So 9 will be double with a star, if possible. It's 120 plus D. Basically, he's going to go max speed. 120 plus D is 180, but he's going 40. His acceleration is only 40, so he can go up to 80, unless it allows him to spend a skill token, which it does. So he's going to go up to 100. So, oh, that's Villeneuve. That's not Alonso. He's going to go up to 100. So, Alonso 100. So 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a tunnel. Oh, cool. Right. Then it is not me, but it's Fittipaldi who also has to roll. So he has 3. He's no longer behind the leader now, so he can just do the top action, which is 1 star. And 1 star means nothing here. It's just 100 plus D. So 100 plus D is 180. Yeah, 180. But he's 60. His acceleration is 80, so it's 140 that he's gonna go. But he would spend a skill token, but he doesn't have any. So 140, 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7. So basically, he's doing what he's kind of messing up my strategy. Fittipaldi. All right, so I have to roll for my acceleration boosts. If I fail, my acceleration is minus 20. And I have to roll less than 10 and have minus 1. Oh, okay, cool. So I can go 140. I go from 120 to 140. No, I'm not going to. I'm going from 60 to 140. 60 plus 60 is 120 plus 20 is 140. So 7 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. Okay, so it's going to be interesting because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be 160. But then I can still decelerate to 100. I would have to break once though. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if it was worth it spending my skill token, but wait and see. Villeneuve, roll 7. So he's gonna go double star, not available, or 1. That is 60. So he's gonna go 60. Villeneuve. So still move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Spend a skill token to do that. So he gets 4 back. I hope I haven't been spending Villeneuve's tokens for Alonso, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, roll again. I think everybody roll again because everybody was in the turn. So yeah. All right, and then we have he's first because he's on the inside. So he has to roll again. So 9. It is the next strategy now. And there is an exclamation mark, but there is no exclamation mark here, so it doesn't matter. And then we're talking about Graham Hill. He can go triple, but he's off the line, so no. Double off the line, yes. So he's going to go 80. So he's going to he's going to do because 80 would mean 2. He's only going to spend 2 where? So off the line would be 60. Oh no, he's going to go here. All right, okay, never mind. He's going to go 80. So 4 spaces offline. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it is, oh yeah, so he has to spend wear, of course, 2 wear. And then it is Raikkonen, 11. He's going to do 1 star, but it doesn't matter. So he's on the line, he's just going to go 40. So 2 spaces, 1, 2. Okay, that's it. So they both have to roll again later on. And then what am I going to do? I think I have to stay forward at 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because 160 gets me farther. But then I would have to late brake for 1 wear, which I don't want to do. I'll stick to 140. Okay, so Fittipaldi first. He rolls an 8, which means double star or 1. So it's going to be 100 plus D. So for him, that's 180. He's going 140, so he's going to go 160. Yeah, he's going to go 160. He's going to do 8 spaces. His deceleration is 80, so he actually can do that. So 160, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I'll just take this side. And then we have Alonso, who gets plus 20 because of the speed of Fittipaldi. And Alonso has to roll. He has 6. He's going to do 1 star or 2 star. It's not available. So 80 plus D for Alonso, which is 140. So he's going to do 140. Which he can do. So 7 spaces, basically 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Then we have Villeneuve. 6. Here he'll do triple, but it's not an option. Double. So it's 120 plus D. So 120 is plus D is 180 for him. He's going 60. He can do plus 60 is 120. And he will spend 1 skill token to go 140. And 7 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then it is Graham Hill. So he has 11. He rolls again. He has 8. So he still has a fair amount of wear, so that's no problem there. So he's going to go triple if possible. But that's not possible. Double, yes, 80. So he spends 2 wear to get through the corner by 80. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That might actually make him leave Raikkonen. We'll see what Raikkonen does. He has 12. So Raikkonen has 12. So he goes 1 star, which is nothing. So I just go 40 again. So yeah, he's definitely leaving Raikkonen behind. So that's all done. They will have to roll as well. And then it is me again. So I have 140. So I could decelerate naturally 60 already. So I could go through it, but I think I'm just going to go through the corner by 80. I'm going to save my skill tokens a bit because I have 15. And looking at the others, they still have a lot. Not Villeneuve, but I don't really care about Villeneuve. Fittipaldi has 12. I have 15. So Fittipaldi, that's okay. It's more Alonso who has 18 that I'm afraid of. So I'm just going to stick with 80. So first, Fittipaldi. Fittipaldi is doing the double star or 1. So he's just going to do 1. He's going to go 100. Fittipaldi 100, which is what he can do. No problems there. So that's 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. and spend 1 token for Fittipaldi. And then it is Alonso, purple. 1 star or 2 stars, but there's no stars, so he's just gonna go 80. But can he though? Because 140, yeah, he can. 140 minus 60 is 80. So he's just gonna move 4 spaces and not pay anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically what I was gonna do as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then those two are gonna have to roll. Blue and purple. And then it is Villeneuve, who does not have to roll because he was already out. So he's just going to keep going his strategy, which is triple, double, or 1. Triple is here, so that is 140. So he's going to do 140 still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then it's 7. For 140, he would have to pay 2 skill tokens and roll. But he has to pass and he spends this. Yeah. So basically he rolls and he passes. So that's, yeah, what he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So he's in there now going super fast. Okay. I just hope I think it was this, right? I don't think he's supposed to be here. I think it was that, yeah. All right. Next up, we roll for the fast Graham Hill. So 8. He's just gonna do whatever it says, which is 80 plus D, and that is 160, which he can easily do. So 160 and 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have Raikkonen, who's coming out of the corner at 5. And he is going to go also just what it says, which is 100 plus D, which is 180. But he cannot do that because he can only go up to 120 and he has nothing to spend to increase that speed. So it's just going to be 120 for him. Yeah, because 120, so 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Raikkonen is struggling now, but like I said, it's 3 laps. We've almost finished the first lap, and so yeah. All right, so let's see. Back to Fittipaldi. Fittipaldi has to roll. Alonso has to roll. Villeneuve has to roll. But I have to decide what I'm going to do on my turn. So I'm there now. I'm going 80, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I want to keep going, I could do 100. I'm going to increase my speed to 100. Like I said, I'm trying to save wear, okay? Increase my speed to 100, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the start of my next turn, decrease it to 40 to get through, or maybe 60, we'll see. 100. So Fittipaldi has to roll. So it's 3. He's just going to do 1 star if available. It is available. It is 80. So Fittipaldi is going to spend 1 wear to get through the corner. So 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, right? 80, yeah. So he was willing to spend 1 wear at that point. So 80 would get him here, not here. Then we have, that means he has to roll again. 8 for Alonso, although it's me first. But Alonso has 8, so I'm going to do that first. Choose 8, there we go. So I have 5 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't even make a difference. So for Alonso, he has 8, but this is for blocking Alonso. He has 8, so it's here. He's going to do 1 star as well. So I guess it's this side then. Yeah, it's this side. So just 60 plus D. And for him, that's 120. So is he really going to... No, he's going to go 100 as well. Yeah, 100. Can only maximum speed is 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Graham Hill has to roll. Sorry, Villeneuve. 11. So he's just gonna do whatever he can, whatever it says here, which is double 100 plus D. So that is, he's gonna go crazy out of the turn. That's 160. Yeah, he's gonna catch up to everybody else. 8 spaces. But is that even doable? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he has to like, I think that seems a bit. Oh, okay. 140 is the top speed. Never mind. So 140. But even then, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But he's willing to spend 2, so he can late break. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then technically 7. So 6. So he spends 1 wear to late break. Isn't it better than to just do 120? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's give him his wear back. 120. Now, if these were human players, then of course you could not just change your mind halfway. That's a big difference. Okay, yellow. So Graham Hill is still going strong. 5 to 8. He's just doing regular stuff. So he's just gonna go 80. So he's slowing down. But he cannot go 80 because he's going 160. Yeah, he can go 80. Sorry, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have Raikkonen, who's also going regular speed. So it's 120 plus D, but maximum 180. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to do 180, which will give him 9 spaces. Probably catch up with Graham Hill again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. They're buddies again. All right. So Fittipaldi is going to be rolling. The other 2 are not. So what am I going to do? I'm going 100 there. I can just slow down and do 60 to get through the corner. Or just go 80 and spend 1 wear. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do 60, it'll be 1, 2, 3, and I'm still in the corner. Which will let me speed up a little bit to 120. I could spend 2 wear and go through the corner at 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then speed up. Plus, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And slow down. I think that's good for the last track. I'm just going to go 60. I'm going 100 at the moment. I'm going to slow down to 60. Chances are all 3 of them will go in front of me, but that's okay. I can live with that. Okay, so Fittipaldi first. He rolls, but it doesn't really matter all that much at this point because he has to maintain his speed. And his speed is Fittipaldi, right? He's going 100 and he paid for 60, so he has to stay on the 60. So he's doing 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going really fast though. Then it is Alonso. He is not rolling. He does 1 star if possible. Not possible. So he's just going to go 60. Alonso, where are you? Over there. So minus 20. So he's just going to move 3 spaces. So he's going to do 1, 2, 3. He's basically doing what I was going to do, which is annoying because now he's blocking my space. I could do a forced pass in a corner, but I'm not going to do that. So I have 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So that's done. Now with Villeneuve, it's more interesting. Let's see what he's going to do. Because he does all the stuff he can do. He's going to go 100. And he's going to spend some tokens if he needs to pass. So 100 is what he's going to do. So 100 means he takes the outside. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. So he's gonna force pass Alonso, and by doing that, he pays 2 skill tokens, and also pays 2 wear, of course, for going through it. So that was a very expensive turn for Villeneuve, but he is in front of everybody else. So I guess give him that. And he has to roll. Fittipaldi has to roll. Oh, no, because he rolled already. It is Alonso, he will have to roll. Okay. And then it is yellow, so Graham Hill. Yeah, at the moment he's going 80. He rolled already. So he's just going to go regular speed, which is 80. So it just moves 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll have to roll later on. Then we have Raikkonen, who probably does the exact same thing. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll also have to roll. All right, I'm coming out of the corner. I'm going 60. Of course, I'm going to go 120. Question is, am I going to roll to try to go 140? And the answer to that question is no. I'm just going to go 120. We'll see what happens. Fittipaldi is going to roll. So he has 4. 1 star, basically, which is nothing. So 60 plus D, but cannot be higher than 100. So Fittipaldi is just going to stay going 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which puts him in a perfect position. Then we have Villeneuve, who has to roll. It's 5. He's going to do everything he can, apparently. He's going to do double wear, so 100 plus D, which is 160. He's going 100 at the moment, so he's going to power up to 160 for 8 spaces, but I think it's going to be 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's just going to do 120 actually, because there's no point to him going farther because he's gonna spin out. It doesn't make sense. Like, you could try it in the last turn or whatever, like doing those crazy moves, but now it doesn't make sense. Alonso coming out of the corner with a 5. So he is also going to do whatever he can to go as fast as possible, which will be 80 plus D? No, 100 plus D. So basically, and he's going to spend skill tokens. So he's going to go 60 plus 60 is 120 and spend a skill token to go 140. So Alonso comes out of the corner going 140. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's actually going to go first before him. Okay, then it is my turn. So technically it should be like this. That doesn't make sense though. I think this is more natural. But for some reason he then goes faster because it's always closest to this line. My turn, so 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which will probably give me a nice slipstream, so that's okay because I didn't spend anything. And then it is Raikkonen who has to roll, and he rolls 6. You just do the regular stuff, 80, but that means he has to decelerate down from 180 to 80, which is impossible unless he rolls, because he doesn't want to spend anything. So he has to roll for deceleration. So he has to roll less than 10, which he does. Okay, cool for him. So he just goes 80, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have Graham Hill, who's going 80 at the moment. But was he really going 180? I think he probably was going 80 anyway. Yeah, they were both going 80. That's a mistake, but that has no effect. Okay, Graham Hill, we roll 11. That'll be something new. Yeah, so roll again. 4. He does nothing at all. So 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are just chilling together, waiting for the race to start, I guess. So a lot of these racers have something that's called well, their strategy changes if it's 2/3 of the race. Now you see these clocks sometimes, like here, here. This means 2/3 of the race. So when most of these cars arrive here, their strategies are going to drastically change. Okay, so I'm here at 120 at the back of the pack. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much wear. So I will spend 1 though. I'm going to go 80 because I think most of the people will be gone. I think even with 40, put him here, but then if I go 80, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nobody can stay here. So Fittipaldi at the moment, yeah, I don't know what the risks are because he's on the line. Basic is 60, so he should be able to get out there. Right, I'm gonna go 60. I'm gonna go safe, which is really slow actually. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3. But yeah, we'll see. I'll be able to come out of the corner fast at least. All right, Fittipaldi, what are you doing? 1 star. There's no star, so he's gonna go 60. Yeah, you can easily do that. 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Then we have Alonso. He is at the moment going 140. 40. So he's still going all out at 100. So he slows down a tiny bit and then moves 5 spaces. If he passes, he will spend skill tokens. So he does 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has to because it's on the line. So he's going to spend 2 skill tokens, 2 rare tokens to go through it at 100. And then he passes by spending 2 green skill tokens. Okay, that was also expensive for him, which is perfect for me. He's down to 16 now. I still have 15. And then it's Villeneuve. He is going to also do everything he can. He's also going to go 100. But I think he's not. I think he's just going to do 100. Well, 100 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yeah, so I think he'll do the same thing, which might also be expensive for him. We'll see. 5 spaces. But is he allowed to pass? Yes, he is. Has he skill tokens? He only has 1 though. He's supposed to have, he won't be able to pass. He has to roll. Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say he succeeded. We'll see what happens if he doesn't. First of all, he spends 2 wear to get through the corner. And then he has to roll to pass. So, forced passing. I guess it's unblocked because there's space technically. So he has to roll less than 9. Yes, he does. So it's fine. He got out there nicely. Okay, then it's back to me. Here I was moving 3 spaces. I probably could have done more, but yeah. 1, 2, 3. Because now I'm kind of letting go. I didn't slipstream because when they started their turn, they had less speed. So yeah, no slipstream for me. Okay, then we have these 2 here, the buddies. They go basic speed as usual, both of them. So they're both going 60. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, still next to each other, but they will re-roll. Same thing for everybody else. Everyone is going to roll. All right, so we're almost 1/3. The race is almost going to break open, I think. We'll see. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm simply going to go maximum speed 120 because I can. That's the idea. So, all right. So first of all, Alonso is going to roll. He has 4. And he is going to go pretty hard. He is going to go 3, 2, or 1 if it's available. 2 is available, 80 plus D, maximum 120. So at the moment he's going 100, so he's going to do 120, which is 6 spots. So, oh, but actually, he's going to go 120, but actually it's Villeneuve first. So 6. he's going to do similar. He's going to do the same speed. He's also going to go 120. So both of them are really pushing now. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So of course he's going 120 and he has to pay 2 wear. So Villeneuve for sure is going to drop off after a while because he's burning like crazy. Yeah. All right. Then it's him, also 120, but it's going to mess it up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to bump. So I think it is 100 for him and not spending any skill at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Villeneuve has to roll again. Fittipaldi, he has 9. So it'll be double star or just 1. So just 1 then. 100 plus D for him is 180, but he can only go up to 140 and he has no skills to spend. So 140, 7 spaces. Is that doable though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really not doable. Oh no, maximum is 120. Okay. But even that will just, it's better for him to go 100 and just be behind Alonso. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it's me, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then it is these guys again. So first of all is Graham Hill. That's 11. Roll again. 6. So just regular speed as usual. So 60 plus D is 140, which he can easily do. So he's going to move 7 spaces. Like at one point, he's going to explode though. Trust me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. All right. Then it is Raikkonen. Raikkonen at the moment is going 80. We have to roll. It's 7. Let's see. This is where bigger than 2C. There's 2C here. The last plus 2C here is 36. Is not. No. So he has 7. Basically means regular speed. Can't go faster than 160. It is 80 plus D, which is 160. So he's going to go 160, which will be 8 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That makes sense. Yes, because we're next to each other. All right. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do again. So I'm at the end of the pack. 120. If I don't spend anything, I should just go 80. I should just go 80. That's what I'm going to do. Just go 80. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Villeneuve is going to roll. He's not halfway yet. It's here. So it's 9. He's just going to go still massive speeds, highest possible, which is 60 basically. So Villeneuve at the moment is going 120. So the power is down to 60. Actually, here it's 80 actually. I was looking at the wrong one because that makes sense because he wants to spend wear. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. And he spends 2 wear. He's almost out of wear, Villeneuve. He's pushing his car like crazy and he's only halfway the race. Pretty sure he's going to end up last. Then we have Alonso, who does not have to roll. So just see what he does. He's just going maximum speed as well, which is on the line, which is 80. So he'll just power down 20 miles per hour. He'll move 4 spaces and spend 2 wear. Music to my ears. Wait, that doesn't make sense. He doesn't spend anything at all. I thought he was supposed to go faster. But apparently not. It says on the line, it's still always 80. It's always 80. So but it's over there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it does spend 2 wear. Okay. Okay, and then it is Fittipaldi. And I'm kind of beginning to regret I didn't go faster, but we'll see. Fittipaldi will go 2-star or just 1. So it's just going to go 80. So he's going to power down. So 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, which sets him up nicely. I go 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it is those 2 over there. So standard speed for Raikkonen. So he's gonna power down from 160 to 40. That's not really possible. Well, yeah, he can. He can power down from 160 to 80. That's valid. And then deceleration, he can spend wear. Yeah. So to decelerate, he can spend 2 wear to go down to 40. So he spends 2 wear, and then 1, 2. And then we have Graham Hill, who might have to do the same thing. And he can spend skill tokens and then wear. So because he's going 140, but he will go 60. So he needs to decelerate 80 as well. But he can. So that's fine for him, actually. So just 1. But it actually has to go. Oh no, he has to go to the outside. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So done. Done. Here. Should I spend wear to take the short corner? I think I'll spend 1 wear to keep my 80 going. Because otherwise, if I go 80, I have to spend wear. Well, if I do 60, it's just 1, 2, 3, right? But then if I do, I'll have to spend a lot more wear then. Okay, I'll just do 60.